Yep. Check it out. What's good? Check it out. What's good? Stream is actually looking kind of nice today. I hope it stays that way. All right. So first and foremost, glory to God. Got to start with that one. But yeah, it looks like MPC update 2.11 will not have disc streaming from the looks of it. So, and it looks like we'll never have disc streaming ever in the MPC. Now, I really don't know that, but you know, a bunch of the videos came out. A lot of the beta testers, influencers, YouTubers put out a bunch of the videos. What it was like on the 9th, I think. Yeah, yesterday. And MKII put out their official video, and it looks like, from the looks of it, there won't be disc streaming. So I'm like, if it doesn't come out this time around, then God knows if we'll ever have it. So what is disc streaming? So disc streaming pretty much is would be the ability for the MPC to play back samples directly from like a hard drive. So rather than having to load them from a hard drive to your RAM, you would have to, it would just stream them directly. So it would be a smoother, as long as you had like a good hard disk, right? There would be no need to load stuff up. And the reason why I want disc streaming would be specifically for the key groups, to stream key groups. So there would be no need to load them in and purge them when they're ones that you don't want to use. The redundancy of having multiple key groups saved in different projects just wastes a lot of space, and then it's not a fluid workflow. So I'm thinking, like, if we don't get it this time around, then I don't know if there's a very high chance of us getting disc streaming, just because of like the leaks that we've seen. Like, you know, MKII they still have stuff to share, so who knows? It's a possibility it does, and they're just keeping that from us because obviously they got secrets that aren't so secret. You know, with the keyboard that was leaked, we seen Scott Storch, you know, pop up like an IG post with the MPC key 61 sitting right there. So, like, I mean, if disc streaming of coming out with an MPC keyboard isn't reason enough to bring disc streaming, then I'm not sure what it is. To be fair, like if we look at the MKII Force, like that thing right there, it has disc streaming, right? But to be fair, I mean, I've never used it, and y'all could tell me, for those of you who have the Force, probably don't care as much when it comes to the MPC, but you could tell me how that works. Like, to be fair, I'm not sure that it actually streams key groups, but I'm going to go through a few videos that got released just recently, like yesterday, and like just show some examples and kind of comment on it. So, I mean, from the looks of it, we don't have disc streaming, but there's a possibility they still going to pop up on June 23rd and tell us, you know, and show us the full picture, because obviously they haven't shared the keyboard, right? But they're leaking all kinds of stuff. So let's see if I can pull this up. Make sure I got my audio right. Let's see. So the first video I'm going to pull up, hold on. See if this plays. Now I got to get my audio correct, guys. Just bear with me. Let's see, media. Go through the headphone. All right, so this is the official video from MKII, and so if I'm not mistaken, this is them. This is Andy demonstrating loading up a drum program. Okay, so this is what I was talking about when they first kind of demoed the update at Super Booth. I did a stream and I was talking about how, you know, Andy like went in and he showed the sounds browser and how he could load up plugins real quick. But then when he went into the expansions and other sounds, he didn't actually load anything. So right here shows him loading it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
You can now go into our drum programs and access our factory expansions and our user expansions with stunning graphics. Now to load up a drum kit from an expansion, press on the pack, and now you will see all of the drum kits inside. Simply press a kit, and it's now instantly loaded onto the...
Okay, hold on. So he said press a kit, and then now it's instantly loaded. Okay, instantly is a little of a stretch of a phrasing there. He says it's loaded, so obviously it's not streaming, right? Let's go back. Let me play it back one more time for you.
The drum kits inside. Simply press a kit, and it's now instantly loaded onto the pads.
Instantly loaded. Not quite instantly. I mean, that's, to be fair, that's pretty quick. But obviously drum programs aren't key groups, so you know, they load a lot faster. They're one shots, they're like second samples, less than a second samples, and maybe up to 16, but that's pretty quick to load. So like I've said in the past, the disk streaming for me would be a preference more for the key group. So I don't know if I did a thorough kind of view of this whole video, but I don't believe he loads up any key groups. But if he does, regardless, key groups have a lot longer samples. You have, like, you know, you could have 6-7 second samples and then have multiple layers and stuff. So those files begin to take a while. So yeah, it's obviously it's not instant, it's loading. So this is what I was talking about. It doesn't look like there's disk streaming. They've obviously not announced it, and this is the official video, but who knows? Like, this is kind of a new approach for them to be releasing like video demos this early. It's like still like a couple weeks at least until it actually officially comes out, right? So let me see, I got another video, so I'm gonna pull up thought I had all these videos. Okay, so I'm pulling up a video from Ghetto Styles. These commercials.
They're all original designs. Shopify has truly allowed me to brand an online store the way that I want to. Hi, I'm Santino, the Misfit Camp.
Now, the one thing that I do have that's a gripe about the sound browser when it comes to drum programs, you cannot preview the drum programs before you load them. You cannot have to play it by memory or something, or you just get lucky if you're shooting in the dark.
You get lucky. So this is weird, and that, I mean, that's a legit gripe, is you can't actually preview your drum program. So I'm guessing you can't preview your key group. So like in your expansion browser right now, when you go in there, right, you have preview. Right? So has this been omitted from the new Sounds browser navigation? And why would they do that? Is there a reason for that? Like, I mean, it doesn't really make too much sense. It's not really a smart thing. Like, I mean, you gotta shoot in the dark, like he said. But no, I mean, there's a possibility it's there though. So I want to look at this other video. Let me hit y'all in the chat real quick. So Willy Wonka, you've got a Force, but you're not sure what disk streaming is. So do you have the latest update? You should have disk streaming on there. And now I want to jump into a video from one of the latest updates on the Force, because sorry about that. That's I'm still figuring out how to do things. So so the latest update, one of the latest updates on the Force, demonstrating how the disk streaming works, and this is possibly an indication that it still could be that there is disk streaming in 2.11, or eventually will be. Just with like the keyboard coming out, I would think it would be a smart move. So let's take a look at this Force video.
Now to access disk streaming, simply navigate to Preferences under Audio and Export, and then press Enable Disk Streaming. This will already be ticked when you update Force. Now any project...
Okay, so right there, it shows you that disk streaming needs to be enabled, and so there's a possibility for you to turn it off. So what could be happening here with these videos in 2.11 is that they kind of want to leave that, and I'm being very hopeful, you know, wishful thinking here, that they want to keep it a secret and reveal that along with the keyboard. I had another thought, maybe that they're going to make it exclusive to the keyboard to have this streaming, but I'm not sure how they would actually do that without it, you know, being in the actual firmware. But yeah, that video kind of shows it for you guys, that this streaming is something that can be turned on and off. So it's still a possibility that what we were seeing in these videos from 2.11 was just that little checkbox on disk streaming being turned off. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think? I did that poll back. It was like, I think it was split like 50% of you and like 49, something like that. It was kind of split. People thinking maybe it was wishful thinking that had to be disk streaming in this next update. But yeah, I was supposed to be making this beat right now. So that's all the videos I got for y'all. Hate that audio crackling. Far from perfect, but what do y'all think? Did you guys check out the videos? Did you see anything that kind of struck you as interesting? But yeah, man, if they don't bring out disk streaming this time around, I don't know when they would be, like when would be the actual most appropriate time to bring it out. I think it would be with the release of a keyboard. So tell me what y'all think. Get in the chat window. Let me know what your thoughts are. John Connor, I still want 48 kilohertz sample rate option to integrate with the SP44 MKII as an audio interface. Yeah, for sure. That could be interesting. Has vintage mode been updated? I don't know anything about vintage mode being updated. One thing I did notice is they added some more like presets to some of the effects that are in there, like the reverb and stuff. Yeah, bad lucks. Me too. I'm interested in seeing what's going on. I'm actually gonna take the day off and load it up and like do a stream. Hopefully, God willing, I'll be up in here, just like doing a walkthrough. DJ Rec, what's up? Oh, so they're going to improve the DAW because with the Mac M1 does not work good with a software. Yeah, I heard that in the Super Booth. They said they have M1 support. I can't really talk much on it since I don't ever use the software, or I never link my MPC up to a computer, so I wouldn't really know. Yeah, Scrooge that dude. So I was invited to the beta for like 2.10 by Akai. Someone hit me up, and then I ended up, but it was like really late for some reason. They sent me a version of the beta like 2 days before it was released. I remember clearly it was like on a Tuesday, so I got it on the weekend. I didn't have any time to like really look at it. So I ended up just streaming and doing a walkthrough, which I plan on doing here. So yeah, I had no information on this one, this round at all. But I hear you can just sign up for the beta somewhere and then get in the group and you know, be a part of that conversation. But it's all good. I'm happy to kind of be surprised and speculate. So that's pretty fun, just coming on here and looking for the clues. I've kind of been like investigating, like I'll watch like some of the videos, like the Super Booth video. I was like watching it and pausing it and trying to get the clear vision of the screen and see what's different there and stuff. And so I don't know, it's kind of fun. And then coming on here and doing little speculation videos. So what's that doing? I got a snare on here. Yeah, I do. that dang quantize on. A new update provides compatibility for the M1. Yeah. Probability and ratcheting looks pretty dope for drum shots like hats, for sure. I'm kind of curious with like, I didn't really look at the probability too much. I've heard of that in like other samplers, but I've never really considered it, so I wasn't paying too much attention to that. As far as the ratcheting, is an interesting thing. I'm kind of curious to like how is that in what scenario is that better than just using note repeat and using varying, you know what I mean, like note values or whatever. So I'm not sure. I just want to program this whole beat. So. Keep it simple. Let me do that one time. A little better. Hold on. That's Whoops. Y'all ever take this long on drums? Let's see what y'all saying. Probability and ratcheting looks pretty dope for jump shots like heads. Yeah, I just hope probability improves my chances of making a fire beat. MPC gang. Right on. Nice beats was good. Jack Nasty. Ratchet feature just streamlines and simplifies no repeat. Yeah, it's just kind of another way of going about it. These are exciting times. John Connor was good. To be an MPC user, I'm still in the awe of the MPC 2K XL simple sequencer, let alone the advanced sequencer of the new ones. Yeah. And it's interesting because I was looking at a MPC 2000 XL video the other day, and because I was kind of researching about like the autochromatic with the new autochromatic feature in 2.11, and I was trying to figure out how it works, and realized it's like, you know, an MPC key group maker. But I didn't realize I actually had the 2K XL actually had like an autochromatic feature in it. I never seen many, because like they omitted it in like other MPCs, like the MPC 1000, 2500. I don't believe it. That even had those didn't have any kind of autochromatic other than 16 levels until like JJ came in and made the, you know, the Japanese Genius operating system and put a bunch of dope stuff in it. Yeah, I didn't see Akai at NAMM as far as all the videos that I was watching, so I don't think they were. They just skipped it. Ooh, that's a stupid move. See what time correct. The new key group is gonna be clutch, but they still need to better the song constructing to compete with the other DAWs. Yeah, I don't know. I like song mode. I like the way things are, and I've kind of like a workflow for that. I just need to put some more time into it, start completing stuff. But I like how it is. Like, it's cool to be able to just copy a whole sequence over and then just start omitting things, like taking things out and then slapping them together in song mode. Taking your own one shots and spreading them chromatically across the MIDI notes is going to be game changing. I mean, you can do that now, you know, so like that's what I've done here with this. Like the last stream I did, I was showcasing this a little bit. And what I got here is a key group pack that I made. Let me darken this a little bit. It's a key group pack that I made out of vinyl one shot. So essentially I've been doing this, but I made these before with the noise vinyl one shots. That's what it's called. I made these before, obviously before, because it's not even out 2.11. So it's a bunch of single notes that I've sampled from vinyl and I've turned them into key groups. So obviously you can do this right now, but what 2.11 is doing for you is like streamlining it and making it super easy. Like you don't need to even, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to figure out what the pitch is, because you have pitch detection in this. You have a tuner that's coming in it in 2.11, so it's just streamlining it. But I don't see many situations where I'm gonna load a sample directly to a pad on a drum pad, and then from the drum pad turn it into a key group. I don't know how many times, unless you're loading up kits or whatever. I think a more proper place for it would be like straight in the sampler screen. That would be legit if you just went into the, and maybe it is there, because I feel like I've seen it in a video that it's in more than one place. So like if it was up here, you know, or like after you record your sample, it'd be a button right here, and then it detects it and makes a key group. Because putting it in a drum program is just a whole nother step. Like, why load it to a drum program and then do that? I mean, regardless, it's super quick. Like, you can just load a sample into a key group if it's just one single sample. That's essentially what this is. It just turns with single samples into key groups. Like, you're not making complex key groups. So you can do that simply right now just by, you know, going into program edit and then just dropping your sample there, as I have right here. There's just one sample, one key group, and it's spread across the keys. And, you know, you got it here. So this is, yeah, so but yeah, this little pack, if you guys are interested in checking it out, there's a link in the description. It's on my Teespring account for like 14 bucks. There's a what do you call it, coupon code. Just type in 3 all capitals, $3 off. So what this is you actually get like 38 one-shot instrument samples, and there's some drums in there as well, but then I've also included the key groups for MPC users, so it's something you could use like in any sampler pretty much. So let me load up another one. This is one of them. What you hear now is the strings. This is called string Bach. So it's a sample that I recorded off of Bach record, so some classical music off of vinyl. So that's the sound of a single note right there, and then in pad perform we got chords going. Let me load up something else though to get some chords in. Let's see what else we got. Let me try this organ. Gotta get the program, the keys. Speaker on. think I'm gonna change these drums eventually. That's kind of what I've been messing with lately. Is like I'll just put a drum beat down and then come up with some chords, and maybe even make my whole beat, and then like replace the drums, take them off, and then start finger drumming to them. Because sometimes I have a little bit of trouble just finger drumming without like the music, without the beat and stuff. But I think I can come up with something that sounds better afterwards. So we'll see. But one thing I wanted to do is like I have this. I always bring this up, but at this point, I always want to take my like main chords and stuff and send them through a submix where I have what's it called, Mother Ducker on, and then turn that on, and I have like the kick and stuff. Oops, that ain't it. I have the kick and like the snare ducking the chords. Can you see a car adding a granular synthesis on an update? Yeah, why not? I mean, they got that granular effects plugin. AI Knowledge, what's good? Columbus, Ohio. What's good? That's what's up. Jazza, what's good? Yeah, let's keep this going. Something else in here. With this violin. Put this flute in here. Shakuhachi. bass in here. What's this one called? God bass. Smoky. Some plugins. What else we got? Trombone. Yeah, I need something. Flow the River, what's up? I always thought the Forest had basically the same internal specs. Since Forest has disk streaming, why wouldn't MPC have that? From a business perspective, it would not make sense to leave that feature out. Why not? I think it would be to have an exclusive product that does some things that the others doesn't. Kind of gives incentive to people who own one to buy the other, don't you think? What's John Connor saying? Okay. I don't know greenhouse effect, but you can hear him spit on this. I don't know. I don't know what kind of beat this is. Just weird. Blueprint and Illogic. I'm not even familiar. With the new sound browser, I would love to be able to just go through all my expansions and be able to just, you know, like scroll through them like those presets on the plugins. So I'm gonna go for a string out this MPC Orchestra Pro Edition. These are nice sounds. Violin section. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a minute. Alright, that's it. Not really feeling it. So yeah, let's see, just to wrap it up, I don't know, it doesn't look like this streaming is going to be on there, but they might surprise us. It might be a